Hello, this is Chris Burns from SlashGear. Today we're taking a look at the Nexus 7. This is a Google product and it is made by Asus. Now what we're going to do first is back out just a moment just to show you the lock screen. Now, the lock screen is brand new for Jelly Bean. That's Android 4.1. And what you're seeing here is sort of a little haze that goes around your finger and a couple of different options. Now each different lock screen will have different options. You'll be able to customize this in the future, but for now we've got unlock right down at the bottom, or we can go to this Google thing. Now if we go to this Google thing up here, it'll bring us to a page about one of the other new features called Google Now. Now Google Now works on tablets as well as smartphones, and what it is doing is showing you things around you. Now what you can see here is an example of where it shows you that it'll tell you that it takes 55 minutes to get to work based on traffic. Next we can look over here. You can see that it shows your flights. You can see all the flight information. You can get Google Now. You can download it right now, or we'll do it later. We'll do it later. Check it out then. And meanwhile we'll head back out to our home screens. And what you can see here is that this device is majorly made for the Google Play store. Now you can see on every page here you have information about recommendations. Here you have recommendations for an album. Up here you have more music. This is music that they've given you for free just for this particular device. Here you get we get a free movie with this device as well. We get Transformer Dark of the Moon. Down here you have John Carter. That's another movie recommendation. Here's a library. They put several magazines and books in there for us. The same is true here of my books and my magazines. Down here you have a recommendation for the Steve Jobs book. Over here you have one for Entrepreneur, and that has Mr. Facebook on there. And then a really odd thing over here is recommended apps. The first recommended app is Advanced Task Manager, which is extremely surprising given the hardware that we're working with here, and that Google has that wrapped up without the manager itself. So down at the bottom here you have your recent apps. You also have home and back. That doesn't do anything at the moment because we don't have anywhere to go back to. Up here you have a Google widget that just allows you to do dictation and search for what you need to do. So you can see a different sort of look there as well. Dictation, search for what you need to look for. She says the store looks as well, so that's pretty close. And it goes on. Now we're connected to Wi-Fi here, so that's why we're able to do this. But we can also get dictation without being online, and that's a new feature that's been released this week as well. Now, what you're seeing down here, besides what's up here, is not only these home buttons, but a list of or a set of different icons that we've never seen before. Now we've seen some of them before in different places, like we see at the Google Movies. We have this Google Music, and then you have the Google Play Store right there. We also have books and magazines. Over here you have a folder with a few more items in it, such as People, Chrome. Chrome being the new default for all Android devices that are on Jelly Bean and above. We also have a new version of Google Currents, Google Earth, and Google Plus and Gmail, Maps, YouTube, and Calendar, and Gallery, of course. Now the odd thing about Gallery in this device is that there's no dedicated camera app. What you can see here is there's not. The only thing that I've added on here so far is CF Bench, which is a benchmark app. Everything else comes on here right away, and there's nothing on here to take photos up with. Now it has a front-facing 1.3 megapixel camera, but what you are meant to be using it for is either YouTube clips or Google Plus, so you can have hang out with other people with that. We have several sets of widgets here. Obviously, most of them you saw on the front page there, and they're all connected to the Google Play App Store. You got one screen of apps right out of the box, and you have a new notifications window. Now this looks a little bit odd because it's just a screenshot of the screen, so it sort of fits in there weird. But when you take new photos or you take new screenshots, they show up here in a little bit larger notification. We have a little bit of information here. This is connected to the movies. It shows that I'm downloading it right there. We have updates available. That's like normal. Up here we have messages. These are all messages from either Google Plus or Facebook or anything. They all collected in one. That's from Gmail. And then we also have a couple different things. One is lock screen, or this lock the orientation of your device. You can lock it or unlock it. The way to get rid of all these at once is to tap this little thing with 3 bars, flies off the side. and then you can go into your settings. And what you can see in settings is pretty much the same sort of screen you got in Ice Cream Sandwich, but the big difference being that you have Jelly Bean at this point. You can see that our model number is Nexus 7. Our status at the moment shows we have 33 battery. We've been up for about 40 minutes from starting from flat, and then we have Android 4.1. And if you tap this a few times, you get a Jelly Bean, and then if you hold it down, you get some floating Jelly Beans as well. So they're floating around there, and you can toss them around, move them around like that. Bing, 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 bing. And they do not come back, by the way, so watch out for that. Pretty cool. Now if we head back to our home screen again, you'll see that this does indeed have a 7-inch screen. It's HD, and the whole tablet's really nice. Now, this device is extremely light, obviously. It's relatively thin. The back, we have a white version here, but there's also a black version. Get it clean up here. Got a white and a black version here. They both say Nexus in the back. What we're assuming at the moment is that this white version is the one that you're going to be getting just from Google I/O, and this version is the one you're going to get in the store. So expect the black one, unless you get an option in the store to buy it that way. Down here you can see Asus. You have a speaker grill there. Right down here in the FCC information, you'll find that this model is ME370T. That should remind you of an older product from Asus that was revealed at CES. Not an older product, but a product that was revealed with a different name. That's it. Pretty cool stuff.